Hi, my name is Sydney Layton. I'm 27 years old and live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This video is for part of my application for the To Write Love on Her Arms internship for the fall of 2022. On the surface, community is those you surround yourself with, but the more I look inward, a healthy community can be people outside of your circle as well. I think that sometimes we find our paths in life through windy roads where we might be left hanging by our inner circle. I think that's what's so beautiful about the To Write Love on Her Arms and other platforms similar to it, like the Mighty on Facebook. You can find people who may understand you, the whole you, because of similar experiences. I think a healthy community is full of like-minded individuals who can grow and learn from and with each other. The focus is building each other up instead of tearing each other down. When life gets hard, because it will, and it does, you should be able to lean on the people around you, especially when you're struggling to get back up after being knocked down. I was 14 the first time I self-harmed. I was hospitalized for the first time at the age of 15. I relapsed when I went to college at 18, and I've been hospitalized an additional 4 times since then. I didn't always take ownership of my mental health, and I really fought to be where I am right now. Sharing my story has been a huge part of my recovery. I have turned to Write Love on Her Arms articles, social media posts, and more when things are at their worst. I feel the community that To Write Love on Her Arms brings really helped me to feel comfortable to share my story with others. Going back to community, To Write Love on Her Arms gives a community unlike many mainstream social media platforms do. I have reached my community of people with my story, and I have people I've met along my journey reach out for help quite frequently. It's such an empowering feeling to feel like you're reaching people who are struggling or have been in a similar place where you have been in the past. I started taking classes for my master's degree in mental health practices in schools, and it has made me want to get more involved and take my mental health advocacy and the next step in my journey by helping others on a larger scale. All right. I have a quick list of who my major influences are in my life. Riley and Ryan are my younger siblings and have inspired me to continue fighting so that I can watch them grow up and achieve their dreams and goals. My parents constantly show me unconditional love and support and have been a major influence in my life and my healing. Michelle and Isaiah are my best friends who have watched me get to this point and never wavered their love or friendship, even if it would have been easier, and it was at times easier to run away from me and my friendship. My pets, current and those over the rainbow bridge, for pulling me out of every hole I've ever been in. My students, old and new, for showing I am making a difference in the future for the better and for giving me a reason to get out of bed and be the best version of myself every single day. The chances of them finding this video is pretty high. So if you're seeing this, my love bugs, what's up? I feel that by opening up to share my story on social media or in person and every medium in between, I've helped other people and inspired them. I frequently get messages from people confiding in me when things are hard. They make it so worth it to be completely brutally honest and open with my experiences. Things that I am passionate about other than To Write Love on Her Arms is music, for sure. I played violin and trumpet, can kind of pick the banjo, and have played in multiple bands throughout my life playing the French horn. Taylor Swift is my favorite, hands down. I don't know, you can see her back there. With Machine Gun Kelly and Harry Styles alongside her. I love being able to communicate to others using music because sometimes there aren't words to express exactly what I'm feeling. I'm also very passionate about education. Teaching and learning and growing with my students is one of my favorite things on this planet. Random facts about myself. Number 1, Taylor Swift invited me over to her house to listen to the album 1989 a month before it was released in her living room. Number 2, I collect records, CDs, and cassettes. I currently have 150 vinyl records and keep adding to the collection. Number 3, I can make any sentence somehow relate to Taylor Swift or The Office. Number 4, I have around 30 tattoos and plan on getting more since it's been a really huge help in my recovery. Number 5, I'm a teacher and super passionate about teaching my students the right coping mechanisms to navigate life, because I feel that if I had had that younger in life, I would have been so much more successful in my life and schooling. As I shared before, I started self-harming when I was 14. Committing to myself to take ownership of my mental health was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It all started like once I got my full-time position in my dream career of teaching after graduating from my dream school, Penn State. I realized how unhappy I still was. And the people I found myself surrounded with taught me that I deserved so much more than the life I was currently living. So taking ownership of my mental health and working, starting group therapy, doing the multiple different things that I had to do to be successful in group therapy, and really making myself accountable for my growth and healing was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I think I was worth it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to hear from you all soon.